Morning, everyone. Happy Backlash Saturday. We have got some early morning WWE releases to report. And since I'm the only one that seems to be up at this hour anyway, I thought I'd make a quick video. So it's almost 3 a.m. here on the West Coast. Backlash starts in just a few hours. And if you're on the East Coast, you should be waking up to this news. But we got a big batch of NXT releases from WWE tonight, and two big names were included on that list. Number one, Drew Gulak, who has been completely absent from TV ever since Ronda Rousey made those accusations against him about him pulling her drawstring on her sweatpants or whatever, and he's been MIA ever since. Another big name is Gable Steveson, and I think that I speak for everybody when I say that releases aren't always sad. This is definitely one that's been coming for a while and fans have been waiting for a while. I just never thought it was going to work out with him. If WWE is looking for their next Kurt Angle, if WWE is looking for their next Olympian or collegiate amateur wrestling champion star, they weren't going to find it in this guy. For those who don't know, Gable Steveson and another Minnesota wrestling teammate, Dylan Martinez, were arrested back in June of 2019 when a woman came forward and accused the two of them of raping her. She filed a police report and went to the hospital for treatment. Now, unfortunately, because alcohol was involved under Minnesota's current laws on intoxication and a victim's ability to give consent, they were really restricted on how they could bring charges in the case. So Gable and Dylan were able to avoid charges, avoid accountability, avoid punishment, and they dodged a major bullet and were allowed to resume their wrestling careers at Minnesota. And then after that, WWE signed Gable Steveson, and I think they had plans to make him a major star. Every time we got a little glimpse of him in the ring, I was never that impressed. I'm glad that this whole experience is over and everybody's just going their separate ways. This just felt like from the word go, something that wasn't going to work out. And when you think about Drew Gulak being released, if what did him in was what Ronda accused him of, how could they keep Gable Steveson at that point? You know, if they're going to get rid of Gulak, they kind of have to get rid of Gable as well. So best of luck to all of the other NXT talent that were released today. We wish all of them well. Hopefully they are able to resume their wrestling careers, you know, and find work elsewhere. You hate to see people released, but sometimes releases are for the better. And I think this is one of those instances. So we could see more releases. This is just happening, you know, kind of in real time here. So I'm going to go to sleep now. I might wake up to a whole bunch more releases. Hopefully WWE will not do that on a pay-per-view day, but they're releasing people right here in the middle of the night. So you never know what we might wake up to on Saturday. Join us later on this afternoon. We do have a Backlash review scheduled, a couple of maybe an hour or two or less after Backlash goes off the air. We will be here reviewing it, and we will get into any other wrestling news or more releases. We'll also talk about the Ethan Page release in AEW. We've got John Laurinaitis news. We've got a Hulk Hogan diss track news to get into, and possibly maybe even some more WWE releases. We will get into that later today on the Backlash Review /podcast. And looking forward to seeing y'all then. Take care. Peace.